I am not a Tekashi fan, but I'm calling bullshit on this one. This makes no sense. BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so 6ix9ine has been arrested. Tekashi 6ix9ine has been arrested. He's been picked up by the NYPD, the New York Police Department, New York City Police Department, when he arrived back into America, because everybody's know he's been on tour overseas in Europe or whatever. So, he gets back and he's immediately arrested. And before anybody go any further thinking that he might be arrested because of the situation that happened in New York, no. He's being arrested because a warrant was issued for his arrest in Houston some time ago. And he's being arrested for it now in New York. Now, for everybody that does not know this, they don't usually arrest you in another state because of a misdemeanor. Okay, so I'll explain how abnormal this is. I mean, let's say you get arrested and you're already in custody. Yeah, then you can get extradited. But they don't just arrest you in another state for that you don't have a warrant in, just to extradite you to a different state. This doesn't happen. It's abnormal. I'm about to say something, and I know that some people might not share my opinion on this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Well, first, let me tell you the whole situation with the young kid. Okay, so there was a situation where 6ix9ine, I believe he was in a mall or at the airport or whatever the case was, and the young kid came up to him, and everybody was filming or whatever the case was because, 6ix9ine, he was having like a photo opportunity, or you want to say a situation where he went out so he could meet the public on purpose. But 6ix9ine does this often. So, this is actually a real cool thing that he does. Well, he'll go out to like a mall or something and he'll walk around and he'll take pictures with the fans. And I don't know if he signs anything, but he takes pictures with the fans. And that's kind of cool that 6ix9ine does that. So that's kind of cool. All right. I'm not a big fan of his, but he does do a couple things right. And that's one of the things that he does right. So while he was doing this, this fan of his, obviously not a fan of his, but this young boy comes up to him, 16-year-old kid. He's filming, and he starts asking 6ix9ine about about him being a pedophile and things like that. I believe that's what he was saying. And then when this started happening, allegedly 6ix9ine choked him. I didn't really see it. It looked like he grabbed him around his jacket area. That's what it looked like to me. Like somebody grabbed somebody up. That's what it looked like to me. It did not look like choking to me. But, to each it. So I don't know. Maybe I didn't have a good vantage point with the video that I actually saw. So he grabs him up around like the collar area. And the kid the kid takes pictures. And he's like showing like his neck is bruised or whatever. But it still didn't look like handprints to me. It just looked like when you got like a jacket or something on and you had like whelps like from the jacket or the shirt when somebody grabs you up. That's what it looked like to me. It did not look like 6ix9ine choked him. So I personally think this is some real BS. Okay, so the reason why I believe that the NYPD picked him up and extradited him is all of the stuff that had been happening prior that the NYPD cannot pin on 6ix9ine or any of his people. Okay, for everybody that don't know, there's this thing called the RICO law. I got into a little dispute with somebody about this recently. They think the RICO law could only be applied when like drugs or money is like exchanged hands or something. No, the RICO law applies whenever there is any type of criminal organization, like any organization that commits a crime. The RICO law could be applied. So the crime does not have to be stealing or drugs or anything like that. It could just be any kind of crime. It could be any kind of crime where you have an organization that they have colluded or they have worked together to try to cause. This was a law that was put up to stop the mob, actually. And they use this law against the mob in ways where they can, where money does change hand, because that's where how the mob does most of its criminal activities. So any way that an organization does any kind of criminal activity, the RICO law could be applied to arrest almost everybody in the organization or anybody that they deem could have been a part of whatever the crime is. So with that being said, 6ix9ine has been getting into some trouble with his people in New York City. Allegedly, there's a lot of alleged situations that he has to, people believe that he's been involved in that the police can't pin on him or his people. So this could just be spite, right? That's what it wouldn't be far-fetched to believe that this is just spite. But the reason why I think that they picked up 6ix9ine is New York City has decided to have a crackdown on gangs. Anybody that is not paying attention to this, anybody that does not have their eyes open on this, and you're part of a gang, you will fall victim. New York City has applied or has decided to apply pressure to all gangs. And 6ix9ine is a big figure in New York City that shouts out gang shit on social media. How do you think they catch people nowadays? Social media. That's how they catch you. So my belief is they've done this on purpose to show that they're not being light on gangs after the violence that happened in the Bronx to that young boy. That's my opinion on this. And that's why I think that this has just happened. Now, if you add that to the XXXTentacion situation, that's more reason for someone like the New York City NYPD to decide that they're going to take an active, or they're going to be active in not just crimes that are committed inside of New York City, but also helping crimes that are committed in other states in order so they could, you got to understand, the most known police in America is the NYPD and the LAPD. Those guys are the most known in America. They kind of lead the way for everybody that don't know. When you have these guys go do a lot of seminars. You understand what I'm saying? Helping or teaching different police protocols throughout America. They do a lot of seminars. So even if you don't agree with what I'm saying, I am not reaching. This is not a reach. 6ix9ine, because it doesn't make sense for the NYPD to pick him up. He has not committed any crime in New York City, but they picked him up and extradited him back to Houston. The only other, do you think that Jay Prince has that much power? Even if Jay Prince, I could see it right now. People are thinking I'm just going places with it. But no, I'm not. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think, because a lot of things have happened that for the conspiracy theorists has deemed is because people want to take the shine away from Pusha T, from what Pusha T did to Drake, and they're trying to help Drake's career. So this thing is happening and that thing is happening, so people could forget about what. Nah, I don't think that's what's happening. Anybody that says that, you could think what you want, but I don't think that Jay Prince has that type of power to convince the NYPD to do anything. It's not his city. Anyway, leave some comments down below. I want to know what y'all guys think about that, about everything that I've said. If you agree with me, don't agree with me, think I might be on to something, have your own theories, because quite honestly, police departments don't arrest people for misdemeanors just to send them off to another state. Even if he did something that was so bad that it was a murder one, let's say, the police, the NYPD, when they just picked him up, other freaking organizations, you know, maybe some of the Alphabet Boys or whatever the case is, would have got involved, and the NYPD would have probably helped them, but they wouldn't have just picked them up on their own. That's just really abnormal. Like, this just has to be a different reason than just that he choked up some white boy and they're like, let's go get him. There has to be a different reason. Freaking Chicago been wanting Chief Keef for the longest. You seen Chief Keef for real shit. You seen Chief Keef get arrested? Chicago been wanting Chief Keef for the longest. Chief Keef can't go back to Chicago. They decided that they're not even going to send nobody after them. Just keep that nigga over there. Chief Keef ain't been arrested. I'm 100% sure that whatever they think Chief Keef did was more than a damn misdemeanor. Nobody arrested Chief Keef. Chief Keef did come to New York, and not only did he come to New York, but he had to speak directly to the police. So if the NYPD was about arresting people that needs to be extradited to other states, why not arrest Chief Keef? Just saying. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgot about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much, and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.